Oh,
Dan, what do you think about track conditions today? Looks a little, looks nice and sunny. Track a little warm.
yeah, we got track temp of 108 degrees,
You guys are getting
78, but it's mostly
Anyone know if
cloudy,
we're
so
waiting
we'll
for any
see if the
cars or
track cools
anything?
off a little bit.
Track's hot, Ben.
Wind's
Deborah.
coming out of the southeast 6 miles an hour, and the track looks to be dry for the rest of the day. Track may get a little bit hot later in the race. It's supposed to get up to
Alright, because my
79.
damn AI spotter hasn't said a word.
Meanwhile, it's looking like a pretty sparse grid there, Judd King. Do you have any more info on that?
I don't know where the fuck everyone is. I mean, this is a beautiful Wednesday in Charlotte, and no one's showed up.
Well said.
You know, the rumor is that I've heard with these bottom split teams is because there's a lot of frequent wrecks that they kind of run out of their budget, so they have to forego a lot of the races sometimes.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense. You know, they get a lot of accidents in practice. A lot of these slower teams, they can't afford a backup car. You know.
I mean, it's not like we're seeing some heavy hitters in advertisement here.
How about this? How's this for?
Is that Max Verstappen or Ricky Bobby in the outside lane?
That's a Ford Taurus. That's what that is.
We got the
Taurus street stock, boys. We are in the presence of greatness.
Man, we're just stumbling over each other like the Fox booth. Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Good Fox.
Well, we're like NBC.
Make sure you missed all the wreck.
Is there any pit reporter here, or is that my role all of a sudden?
I can do pit reporting.
Here comes the line. We will have 8 starters. 9 starters.
Is Owen the analyst?
No, 7 starters. Wow.
We need to designate some roles before the green flag starts.
I can do the Mike Joy role.
So,
I can try my best.
I'm Larry Mack.
All right, so Dan, Roten, and Ben are in the booth. Owen and I are the pit reporters.
Here we go. Coming through 4, coming to green. They're looking pretty disorganized there, Roten.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we got the guy in first who's going to be leading the field blinking, so we'll see how this restart goes.
You know, I'm interested to see what the 6 does here, taking a lower line on the race start.
All right.
Here we go. Pace car is entering the pits. Here we are, coming to green, and the 4 gets an early launch. The 11's already in the wall.
Now, guys, we'll have to see if anyone started from the pits because we did have 13 cars in the session. I'm sorry.
It looks like you do. Number 8 is just
loaded in.
Oh, we do. We have one guy.
I'm seeing one car coming out of pit road here.
Oh, I see another guy behind him. So there's 2 cars at least starting from the.
Joe, what do you see down there?
Meanwhile, we've got a battle for 4th that's heating up.
Tires on his way out of pit road at the start.
Looks like that inside starting position is working out for Ryan Sierra.
He's taking it inside, going down the back stretch.
Here goes the number 2. Is he going to make it stick? It's a little bit of a slide.
Oh, he's getting loose. He's going to slide up. Oh, he's going to tag him. He's going to save it. Oh, great. Oh, hard into the wall.
Oh, they're still, it's not over, boys.
Oh, we got some beef here. I thought he had that shit saved.
Like, meanwhile, number 1.
Right here.
Oh, they both scraped the ball into 1.
Fight so aggressively for position, bro. First lap, and I already got a 2x.
Oh, it's not good down there.
Oh, man.
We can hear it on the radio.
Meanwhile, William Campbell opening up about almost a second gap here on Blake Powell in 2nd.
Would you guys say the tensions are rising?
I would say so, just like that track down.
The crew chief of Deborah's car just threw his clipboard off the stand.
Oh, shit.
That's a big development there. Thanks, Joe, for the report.
Yeah. All these guys messing around here.
Down in the Juana Maya pit.
I'll head down to the pits with Joe. Let's these guys.
You know, all this messing around in the back here is allowing these guys that started from the pits to catch very quickly.
Number 1 is still working on the number 6.
Oh my gosh. There's a bit of a gap here that has developed now between that blue car and the orange car.
Whoa, the 1 makes a move almost in the grass. He's looking inside on number 6.
Yeah, he's in the grass, folks. He's really in the grass.
Sierra takes a low line.
Ooh, he's getting loose.
Blocking the 7. Michael Mathis looking to make a move on the number 1 car. Gary Dabney, who's supposed to be the class of the field in this race.
Yeah, I seen that.
Here we go. He's going to the inside into 3.
There we
Dabney
go.
to the inside of Sierra into turn 3.
He's sending it. We'll see if he's able to hold it here coming out. They've been having trouble on the exit.
Oh, 7 gets loose.
Seven
Holds
has
on
been
to it.
coming out of the exits almost every lap here. He needs to get that car under control on the exit of the corners.
Let's talk about
Ooh.
Ryan's here, though. He's been putting up a defensive masterclass in that number 6.
He's been getting everyone behind him
hit the
loose.
wall. Oh, no, he's just... Oh, there he
now
goes.
he's in the wall.
Yeah, the 7's in the wall big, too. He might just have some
Oh.
damage there. He might have to pit.
Yeah, he's been really struggling.
Yo, you have any word from the pits about the 7 with any damage?
Car's fucked up. Back to you, Dan.
Meanwhile, we got the number 8.
he got
Oh,
loose.
contact. And he saves it onto the
Saved
apron.
it. Oh, he's going to
Hey,
send it
Carl,
right
watch the
back in front
7. He does not know how to run a line.
Ooh.
Deborah is not happy with the number 8. Meanwhile,
23
next
car
thing
on the
pit
rear.
lane,
23
we've got
cars
the number
gonna get
3
real
car,
close.
Wanamaya. Looks like he must have had a bad start to this race.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about him getting stuck behind this 8 car. I think he can cause some tensions. One of them might get into the other, especially with this car in front of him, which has been loose and all over the track.
Meanwhile, let's talk about William Campbell. He has opened up a 2.8 second gap over second place. What a dominant, clean drive.
Oh,
Here we go.
battle for the
exiting.
lead. Nope, sorry, battle for 5th.
The 8 and the 7 are side by side through the quad oval heading to turn 1. Looks like Ricky Sellers got it done on Michael Mathis. Michael Mathis fighting some damage there, I believe.
Yeah, he's really loose. I don't know how much he's going to be able to keep.
Deborah's
going
making a
here.
move on the exit of 2.
Yeah, just to clarify on what Joe said earlier, the 7 car does have some right side damage. Pretty significant, but he's just going to drive until the wheels fall off. Back to you.
Deborah looking to make a move on the inside of 4. Onto the apron.
Wow.
Losing some ground there. Oh, and the
Ooh,
8
into the
clobbers
wall
the
again.
wall. I think
7
he's
car,
just
the
putting
way
some
you're
wedge
driving,
into
bro,
it.
if I try to pass you, it's either you let me pass you, or you're going to make yourself be in the wall. That's the only options I'm giving you right now.
Deborah, some tempers flaring back there.
Yeah.
I think we got some...
Oh,
little bit
she's
of a
not happy with the 7?
misunderstanding. 7, Michael Mathis. I think he's battling some damage. I don't think he has much control of that car anymore.
Well, he definitely does not. That car has been taking a licking every single lap of the race.
How about the 8 and the 6? Oh, the 8 goes to the apron.
He tags him. Oh, he's
They're
spinning.
spinning in 4.
Oh,
Michael Mathis. Here comes Deborah.
Right into the
inside.
3.
Through the grass. Passing the grass part 2.
Wow. What an absolute turn of events here.
Deborah Larrabee up into 5th. And she's looking to make a move on Ricky Sellers on the outside of 2.
He's going to have a run here coming out. We'll see if he's
Exit
able
of
to get on the
2,
inside.
tucking to the
Ooh.
inside. Way on the bottom there.
He might be able to clear him here if he takes it in hard enough going into 3. We'll see.
Meanwhile, it looks like Wanamaya may have an issue. Slow on the bottom of 2.
Guys, I got a report here from the 6 pit.
Man, I got a 6X. I'm trying to get up to C-Class. This is not helping all you guys like the rest. A car, I'm going to let you
Oh,
pass
and
me, bro.
And the 8's looking on the inside. Deborah's still in the... Oh, they wrecked! The outside of turn 1.
Oh,
Michael
my goodness.
makes it through. And she was just complaining about how she was not happy with the other
Buddy.
drivers in this field.
That was not
Guys,
me.
I'm down here with the 6 car. He missed a stall
Yes, that
about
was me
4
actually
times
running
and
you off the
finally got
road, but that
pulled
doesn't
in.
give you the right to cut right up
Taking
in
it
the fucking
faster,
knee, bro.
man.
Good
Get
job.
back on track. Back to you.
Meanwhile, the 3 is driving through the middle of the front stretch. Oh, and the leader's right there! Oh, he hits the leader!
He
The
turned
leader's
the leader. Oh, my goodness.
turn 1. Unbelievable.
Whoa. Oh, he's
Unbelievable.
still
We
on
are
top of the
seeing
track.
here. They need to throw a caution. Oh, but he gets
Oh, he
covers the 7. Oh, and he was having such a good recovery drive there too. He's back up to 4th, but man,
I
Wanamaya.
don't know what they just sprayed in the air, but this whole field has gone to hell in about 3 minutes here, Dan.
It's been a wild race. You never know what to expect here in the bottom split. Looks like the 4 is some terminal damage here.
Who's
He's
leading?
gonna have to bring this one in. It's that freaking Ricky Bobby car.
Number 11, how about that? You can have a massive gap in this race. You can have a 12-second, 13-second gap over second, but that's never a guarantee of a win.
Nope, not in this split. Especially with how these cars have been taken. I mean, Charlotte is not an easy track, let alone in these street stock cars that like to get a little loosey, especially on corner exit.
Oh,
Guys,
yeah.
We have the 4 car pulling into the pits right now. Let's see if we can get some assess the damage here. It doesn't look too bad. They're going to take their fast repair and just get out. No tires, no anything. Actually, he's going to pull forward and then put it back in reverse. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the report, Ben. I mean, I've heard sometimes that there are issues with some of these teams, you know. Oh, it's a 6 hits the wall again, going a lap down here from the 11.
Yeah, I'd watch out here, Dan. This 11 car, he might think he's pretty safe, but these lap cars, they're going to come back out. They're going to be upset. They're not going to care about how they finish this race. They could pretty easily take you out of the race.
Gotta watch out. Meanwhile, the number 1 car, Gary Dabney, he may be closing the gap here. It's down to 1.7 the last lap. Let's see as they cross the line here. That gap's staying about the same, but we'll see here when he gets that lap traffic if he can get a little bit of a draft down the backstretch.
Yeah, I mean, lap traffic's going to be a huge part, especially once you get to the end of this race, because these, I mean, it might say only a couple seconds, but these are slow cars, and it takes a while for them to pick up a lot of track time.
It's one of the more unique series here in iRacing.
Yeah, I'd say the series has like a big cult following. You have, I mean, when it starts at the rookie level, you got everyone in it. But like once you get up to the C tier guys, you got some guys who are really enthusiastic about these cars, and they live, breathe, and drive them.
Here, you know, this is just the nice, you know, the grassroots level. Just people trying to make their way in the world of iRacing, stock car racing. And, you know, some of these guys here, Gary Dabney may be a household name in a few years.
Yeah, I mean, you got guys in here that are going to be up in the top levels in a couple years, and then you got other guys, you know, they're just doing this for fun. You know, they on the weekends, on Mondays, Tuesdays, and all that, they'll be coming home, watching some Oprah and their wife beater, but on Saturdays, they're out here on the track, racing against future superstars.
You know, let's give a handout here to William Campbell, who's still out on track. Even after having his race ruined, he's still here to turn some laps. And it could very well still fall to him. He's only 2 laps down. You never know what can happen in these races.
I mean, it's definitely worth it for the safety rating. I mean, if you just disconnect after you have that big crash, which a lot of people do, they just, you just hurting yourself there.
I'm 6, not 7.
Sierra's still hanging on to the 11 there.
I mean, he was doing good before the accident. He was sitting back in, I think, like 4th, and he just had a really unfortunate situation that took him out of this race, but he seems to be recovering well. We'll see if he can get back in the lead lap.
I think for these guys, a lot of times, it's just getting laps and making sure they can stay at pace.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
You know, take the lessons into the next race in about 30 minutes.
I mean, it's not just about the people on track, right? I mean, you have all of these AI fans who showed up to this race just to see these guys compete. It'd be a shame for them.
I know, we gotta thank the fans for coming out and keeping this sport alive.
Exactly.
You know, with the
exactly right.
recession and the housing bubble that's going to burst soon, they could be spending their money on anything else, putting it into retirement, making sure their kids are fed, but they chose come out in the thousands to this race today. So let's give it a hand to these race fans.
Yeah, let me tell you what. I talked to a couple of the guys that I saw coming into this race earlier. These are not the brightest bulbs in the basket, if you know what I mean. These are people who are falling for multi-level marketing stuff. So I mean, the fact that they've found some of their money that they have not blown on Cutco knives to come out to this race is really kudos to them.
Oh, 100%. The bread and butter of America right here, folks.
Got a report.
Here
from
we
Pit
go.
Road.
Coming to 5 to go. Still about a 2-second lead between Blake Powell and Gary Dabney. But Dabney closed the gap 2.2 seconds. All right, Joe in the pits, you got a report?
Yeah, it appears the 4 car backed out of his pit box with no one in front of him. Not sure what he was doing there.
Yeah, Joe, I can confirm he completed his pit stop, took his fast repair, and then backed out of his stall just to make sure that he was clear of the empty lane in front of him, and then proceeded out of pit road.
You know, they've got very strict rules here, Zach, with exiting pit boxes here.
Oh, we're going to 1 to go.
There's 0.3 of a second. Can he close the gap? Will Blake Powell be able to hang on? Did he save enough tires here, folks?
Yeah, I saw him throw the car in the wall earlier. If he does something like that again, he gets stuck. He could be in trouble.
Dabney's still looking here. He smells blood as they come into turn 3 for the final time.
He's got it as long as he keeps it clean here.
Blake Powell takes a little bit of a high line entering the turn.
He's taking a safe line. I think he's got it.
Meanwhile, the 1's looking to just have a photo finish with the 6. Not going to get there. But how about that? Starting second place on the grid. The lowest starting car in terms of I rating in this race, and he just took a win. That's got to be huge for them back at home.
Oh, I'm sure he's absolutely ecstatic. I mean, this car came with no sponsor for the day, and to come out of here with a win is absolutely huge.
That's going to be huge for them, you know. They can get some real opportunities here.
Yeah, exactly
Maybe
right.
even pay for a backup car.
What a disastrous day for the 4. I mean, they came into
Unbelievable.
this, they were absolutely dominating the field. I bet he was already getting ready to sign the check and cash that thing in on Monday, but instead he is just the victim of an unfortunate lapped car, and as a result, he's coming away with absolutely nothing but a very expensive mechanic bill.
No,
Let's go. Let's take a run through the finishing results here. In first place, we got Blake Powell. In second place, we've got Gary Dabney, who was very close. If he had another lap or two, he might have caught him. Meanwhile, in seventh place, 1 lap down, we've got Michael Mathis in the John Deere machine and the number 4 machine with William Campbell. He finished 4th, 2 laps down. Ryan Sierra in the number 6 mystery machine finished 3 laps down in 5th. Deborah Larrabee, who was very vocal about her displeasure with a lot of the drivers, she finishes 11 laps down in 6th. She does beat the number 8 to the line, was on the same lap with her in 7th. Juan Amaya, who had that nasty wreck with the leader, he finishes 16 laps down. And Stephen Ferguson in the number 10, he will finish 9th today. Other drivers who did not make their starts today, despite being a part of the entry list, include Brennan Smith, Felicia Workman, Brandon Winland, and Shelby Probst. So they must have had some issues coming out of qualifying. But again, thank you for watching Judd Fox here for the bottom split street stocks race here at Charlotte. Always a great show. Thank you again to Zach in the box, Judd on production. Let's thank Ben and Joe Kraut in the pits. And Owen, I think, was in the pits. I cannot confirm or deny that.
Owen went to go get beers. He'll we'll do HR will deal with him on Monday.
Well, thank you again to all for watching, and we hope you all have a good night.